Hello, my name is Julie Dower, and I'm here to present to you guys today about my research project. I decided to focus on green roofing and how it affects urbanization. And so basically, throughout my paper, I focused on two aspects: the urban heat island effect, which is when urban areas heat up faster because of all the impervious surfaces, such as cement and buildings. And then I also focused on how green roofing can affect water quality. Today in this presentation, I'm going to talk about the urban heat island effect. So what I first want to talk about is what the urban heat island is. And it actually increases energy demand by 1.5 to 2% for every 1 degree Fahrenheit increase in air temperature. It affects air pollution, it increases air pollutants, smog, and ground level ozone. And then it also increases greenhouse emissions. So without trees, there can be high carbon emissions. So that's why green roofs can help battle this by absorbing carbon dioxide. An urban heat island can have heat-related illness and a decrease in water quality. So pretty much people with health conditions and respiratory issues have a high risk for illness in urban areas, and actually 50% of people in the world are now living in urban areas, which is crazy. That's a large portion of our population. And then the impacts that it has is of green roofs are that they improve air quality, they create jobs, they increase the biodiversity, and biodiversity is kind of like how many different types of plants there are in a certain area. And then it can also help with urban agriculture. So instead of just having a green roof, you can grow plants, which can help a community who they actually get their food from really far away. So you're creating a community area as well as decreasing the amount of transportation where food comes from. The urban heat island effect promotes natural cooling processes such as photosynthesis and evapotranspiration. So with green roofing, it insulates a building and can keep it cooler in the winter. Cooler in the summer. And then it reflects the incoming radiation from a surface. Instead of absorbing it, it reflects it back out into the atmosphere. So there's 3 different types of green roofs. You can get extensive green roofing, semi-intensive, and intensive green roofs. Extensive is mosses and succulents and pretty basic plants, and the maintenance is low and you don't need to irrigate it. And then all the way to intensive is perennial plants, shrubs and trees. It's more of like a garden, and that's a little bit more intensive, and the maintenance is higher. Overall, in my paper, I found that in different places around the world where they have implemented green roofing, there's been a lot of success on the micro and macro level of helping decrease the temperature in cities. They found the areas in Central Park where there's a lot of green, the temperature is a lot lower compared to surfaces that are covered with pavement. So overall, I found a lot of really interesting information, and I found that moving forward, it's important that when doing city planning, that we have an eye for sustainability, especially in a world where we have such a large growing population. Thank you so much for listening about green roofing and urbanization, and I hope you guys have a good summer.